Hello, good evening, and I'm back at the soap pot, and this evening I will be making a batch of carrot soap. I am calling this soap carrot butter because it's loaded with, of course, butters. In my pot I have, like I like to call it, the liquid gold. I have my base oils, which is my solids, and my liquid oils in this pot. Over here I have the sodium hydroxide solution that I also incorporated some of the carrot puree, and that will be added to the melted hard and solid oils and to be combined to create soap. And I also have a little extra on the side, which is also part of the batter from the pureed carrots that also will be added afterwards. Normally I don't film because I do not have like anyone to hold the camera, so I just bought a Gorilla small tripod and I have it hanging some kind of way, so hopefully it works to an extent where you can see a little something. So I am going to go ahead right now and I'm going to add my sodium hydroxide solution with pureed carrot. And I'm slowly stirring. There we go. And those chunks, those are just carrot chunks. I love my carrots to be chunky in the soap. That's just me. Okay. Put some water in here because I want the cleanup to be as easy as possible. So I'm just going to stir this in. I'm just going to stir this in. In it I have, of course, I have my olive oil, a coconut, and my other little skin loving property oils that are just so great and amazing. And actually this soap will be available for sale, I would say probably like around, yeah, December. So I'm going to plug in my stick blender. Now this is a new stick blender compared to my old stick blender that I had back in the Caribbean. And this one is not really the friendliest one, so please forgive me for whatever it does. The other stick blender, I had a good control over it. This one is a little wild and crazy, but it still does the job. As things improve, I'm going to get myself back a good stick blender. But for the time being, this is what we got, and this is what we're going to use. So we're going to hit it some spurts. And here I am, I'm stirring it. And with this stick blender, you have to be like so careful. You have to do it like in little spurts. Whereas my other stick blender, you had full control. Because with this, if you, anything after like 5 minutes, it's like pudding. So I don't, I want a trace, but I don't want a too heavy a trace. And not too quick. So let me see what we got here. Okay, so it has a nice deep, rich orange, natural orange color. That looks so good. Okay, so on that note, okay, so just going to stir this in. I've added a little bit of turmeric with the coloring. Not that it needs any help with coloring at the moment, but one of the things that I've noticed with this soap, as it cures, the vibrant orange natural color eventually begins to slowly fade. So to help it so that it stays anchored, I put a little bit of turmeric, which is a natural colorant. And also, yes, it's good for teas and it's good for inflammation, but it's also great for soap making. to finish adding the rest of my pureed carrot. So that's going to give it an even more deeper color. And this soap is, I mean, chock full of goodness. Look at that beautiful, vibrant orange color. So I'm just going to stick blend this so I can incorporate that last bit of pureed carrot, and until I get it to the trace. Let's see. It's getting there. It's not quite. I want it to be, but it's getting there. This stick blender is crazy. So you have to be so careful. I have to do it in like spurts. Whereas my Sunbeam hand mixer, I didn't have to worry. But with this one, you have to like really watch it. So there we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Goodness. If I didn't know it was soap, I would probably eat it. Okay, I'm just checking for the consistency of my trace. It can go a little more. Sorry about the noise. I do apologize. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so I have brought my batter up to trace, and see, that's a good bit of trace. I don't know if you can see it, or how well you can see it on in the video, but in this pot, listen, this baby she's good. Actually, it's even a little thicker than I would normally like it, but still very good. It's definitely trace, and what trace does is it helps to incorporate both the oils, along with the oils and the butters, along with the sodium hydroxide solution, to create that saponification, which, you know, helps to create soap. And it also helps, trace is a way of preventing it from separating from each other when it's in the mold. So when you have gotten to this state, you should, you know, you're pretty good. Actually, this is a little thicker than normal, but it's still very good. So I'm going to add a few more little things, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, hope you can see. Do apologize. Okay, so now I'm going to superfat this soap. So I'm going to be using one tablespoon of sweet almond oil, one of my favorites. I'm just going to stir, and as you can see, it's getting a little thick. So that means we have to get this in the mold, because, you know, I don't want it to set up or seize on me. So I'm just trying to incorporate that super fatting oil. So just going to make that soap extra creamy. I'm going to add a few drops of lavender essential oil. I'm going to put 10 drops. And this is not for scent. This is just for properties. So, yeah. So I'm going to mix this in. And normally I would use either, if I had, I do have tea tree. I just don't know where it is at the moment. I would either use tea tree or lavender, or I use a combination of both. And it's just for properties. So there we go. And this baby is finished. So all I have to do now is get my mold and just put it in the mold. I'll be back. Okay, so this is my mold for today. I just recently started back doing soap making, so I haven't had a chance to get like my wooden molds made. So in due time that will come, but for the time being, it's just a good old Rubbermaid container, which will do the job. So I'm gonna pour my soap batter into my makeshift mold. I hope you can see because I'm kind of blocking the camera, so I do apologize about that. It's kind of tough when it's just yourself. And if I had a floor tripod, I would be able to do this a lot better because then I would put the camera on the floor tripod. But this is what we have, and just gotta, just do the best we can do. So I'm gonna finish. As you can see, there's still more in there. So I'm gonna finish actually pouring this in the mold, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so I'm back, and I'm still emptying that pot. I just love this song. I just discovered this song last Sunday when I was visiting Brooklyn Tabernacle, and this has just been on replay. And I do want to say that I do not own the rights to this song. I just love the song, and it's just been inspiring me. Failed me, yeah. Okay, so here we go. To come, knowing the battle's won. Okay, I gotta break out my spatula. Okay, so just bought my new spatula. That's my new. You never failed me yet. Just wanted you to hear a little bit of that song. I don't want to get in trouble, so because it's not my song, it's copyright material, but I just wanted to share a little bit of that. So I am currently using the spatula. Oops, sorry about that. To finish taking out whatever I need to out of this soap pot. This is like, goodness gracious, this thing looks so good. This even looks better than my other carrot soaps, and they were good. I don't know, for some reason these carrots have a more deeper orange color. Oh, maybe it's from the turmeric, because the others I didn't add any turmeric, but I don't think that's what it is. It's really the carrots. The carrots that we had in the Caribbean, I guess there was kind of like the beta carotene was not quite as strong as this, or the colorant from the beta carotene wasn't as deep as these carrots. So, okay, so I'm trying to get every little bit up in there. So it makes my cleanup a lot more easier. And like I said, I do apologize because I'm a soap maker. Ugh. But as far as video, I don't really do that much. As far as when I'm doing soap making. If I do video, it's when I'm behind the camera and I'm recording someone. But of course, I'm doing myself at the moment, so it's a bit awkward. So I'm a person, I love to clean up. I just can't. I cannot. I don't like filth. I like things to be clean. And that's a pet peeve that I kind of have. so that is everything that has been placed into the mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it a little bit so that I can level it, so that the soap becomes level. And that's it for right now. It's still not finished because I still need to style the soap. So I'm going to let it sit for maybe about 15, 20 minutes. I'll check it in 10. And then I'm going to apply the texture to it. And then I'm just going to put it to bed until tomorrow, 24 hours later. And then I'm going to unmold it. And hopefully I'll do a video tomorrow to show you the unmolding. And if I'm not too tired, and I'll cut it and let you see kind of what it looks like on the inside. But thank you so much for joining me as I made this carrot butter soap. It's loaded with skin loving properties and nutrients, and it will be available in my Etsy shop in December, God's willing. Once again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video.